They have been trying to exterminate us for a long time. Are you aware of that?
People came. First, the Arab-Muslim conquest. That makes over 1,000 and some years of slavery in Africa. This part, moreover, that they seek to erase from our history. And many people do not know, they are ignorant of this, that we endured over 1,000 years of slavery with the Arabs. And the last slave market closed, it was in Medina in 1962.
Are you pretending or do you just not know?
And there they castrated the men. The able-bodied men, they were castrated so they could no longer father children.
It could not finish off Africa. Westerners came for 400 years to deport us, to labor, to kill us in every possible way. But the black man always resisted. But why is it only today that we can realize this, resist and turn the tide?
Why? They have traumatized us so much, brutalized us so much that we ourselves love them now. We love them more than we love ourselves. That is the Stockholm Syndrome I was talking about.
That is...
Yes, lovely people. Ibrahim Traoré has done it again. Yes, he has done it again. Let me read this. He says, I am a Muslim, but everyone in Burkina Faso has the right to practice their own religion. There will never be Sharia law in this country. To those Burkinabe studying Sharia law in Saudi Arabia, do not return to Burkina Faso. Instead of acquiring technological knowledge and skill that can help develop our country, you choose to study Sharia law. Stay where you are. You won't be allowed back here. Lovely people, Ibrahim Traoré has done it again. What? Anyway, lovely people, welcome back to Talks by Kate. For those of you who have not been seeing me here for a very long time, I am sorry. I am back again, and hopefully you're gonna be supporting me all the way. Thank you. Now, that is Ibrahim Traoré talking. Now, about 1,000 Burkinabe actually left Burkina Faso and went all the way to Saudi Arabia to study what? Religion. Religion. When people are looking for skill that can help their country, Burkinabe, they are leaving their country. Now, lovely people, you remember some few months ago where Saudi Arabia came up with a proposal saying that, oh, they want to build about 200 mosques in Burkina Faso, right? And what did Ibrahim Traoré say about it? He said no, because what we need are schools. We need factories so people can get jobs. We need road constructions. We need things that can help. We need development. Okay? Not churches. Because churches are everywhere in Burkina Faso. And it's not even... some of the churches are not even full. They're not even full because people are going to other churches. So why is he coming up with mosque? He said he is a... Ibrahim Traoré said he is a Muslim. And he allows people to whatever they want to study. But for you to leave your country to go to Saudi Arabia, to do what? To study a religion? Anyway, lovely people, for those of you who do not know what this Sharia law is all about, let me just put this short clip of someone actually explaining what it's all about. Let's listen to him and then we'll come back for more commentary.
So the president of Burkina Faso, Ibrahim Traoré, is facing a huge backlash for speaking against the Sharia law. Now, as we all know, Ibrahim Traoré is actually a Muslim, you know. So the last thing that anyone expected from this man is to reject or speak against the Sharia law. Hey. Now, before we come to the main topic, I know the first question you are going to ask is, what is the Sharia law? This is like a very broad topic, but then I'll make it simple. So basically, when we say the Sharia law in Islam, this is sort of like a framework or principles that guide people to become a better Muslim. You get me? Just like in Christianity, we have things like the 10 Commandments and all these laws that guide you to becoming a better Christian. This is the same way they have the Sharia law.
You get it?
So for instance, things like Muslim, you know, praying 5 times a day, things like fasting, these things are all Sharia laws. The way they don't put interest on the loan that they give out to people, all these things are part of the Sharia law. But then this particular law has faced a huge backlash, like back in the day, because of the strictness and how people apply them. Things like people having their hands cut off for theft. Hey. Things like people getting unalived because they want to leave Islam. Things like people getting flogged and stoned for adultery. These things are all things that make people, you know, kind of like criticize this particular law. There's also some parts of the law that sort of marginalize some people who are non-Muslims. When you go to places like Saudi Arabia, where this law is being used over there, people like the Christians are being marginalized. All these things have contributed to people, hating this particular law, especially in the Western world. But then let me make this one clear. Not all Muslims apply the strictness of the law. Now, the reason why Ibrahim Traoré is catching heat from people like Muslims and Arabs is because he said even though he's a Muslim himself, he is not going to apply this particular law in Burkina Faso. He's going to allow people to practice whatever religion they want to practice. And one other thing that got people's attention, in the speech, he sent a message to some students or some people or in Burkina Faso who are going to Saudi Arabia to study the Sharia law, that if they go there, if that is the only reason why they went there, not to study anything like engineering or technology from that country to come and help them, then they shouldn't even bother coming back and impose it in the country, because this Sharia law, there are people in the country who can teach them. There are people in Burkina Faso who have already been there to study the law. He made it clear that, bro, this religion that we are chasing as Africans, these people are developing. Meanwhile, we are here in West Africa stuck at where we are just because we prioritize religion over everything. And if you listen to what he's saying, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, these people who brought the religion, they are gone. But you ask yourself that after the colonization, why are we still stuck? If you look at all the tools they used to colonize Africa, the most dangerous among all of them is religion. This is the same thing that they did to demonize Kwame Nkrumah. When he spoke against religion being a problem for Africans, they twisted the whole thing and made it look like he's a demon. Now, 60 years down the line, what have we done for ourselves? The things that he did back then, you are still enjoying them. We already knew God before they came. The one thing that made it easy for them is religion. He made it clear that if they don't support him because of what he said, he doesn't care.
People, you just heard that. So this Sharia law is simply a law that helps guides Muslim how to maybe guides them to be better Muslims, okay, to do things in a better way according to their own religion. Just like Christianity, here we have the 10 commandments. He helped to guide us. So people will leave their country to go to Saudi Arabia to go and study what does not even concern them. See, but Ibrahim Traoré has made it clear, lovely people. If you are not there, if you are coming back with technology, with some skills you have gathered that will help the country, it makes sense. You're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. But if you are coming back with this Sharia law, to be in which country? To do what in which country? How is it going to help Burkina Faso? How is it going to help Burkina Faso? They are looking for young men who can even help to build. You know, when they started that Faso Membo, where they were going about building streets, helping like constructing road, like people putting in their support. They needed energy like that. They needed young men like that. 1,000 young men will leave their own country to travel to Saudi Arabia to go and study how to be better Muslim. In your own country, you people don't have mosque. You people don't have people who can teach you, guide you on how to go. That is what Ibrahim Traoré is saying. And if you look from every indication, it actually makes sense. Because, and Ibrahim Traoré also went ahead to say that Ibrahim Traoré, abandoned his youthful age. You know, by now, Ibrahim Traoré will not be going up and down, even though he's a president. You know, presidency also, become a president, he also comes with responsibility. Yeah? He comes with responsibility. And the way Ibrahim Traoré has carried Burkina Faso on his shoulder, he has carried Burkina Faso on his shoulder. So for you now, you want to instead leave your youthful, instead of helping the country, you want to travel to Saudi Arabia to go and study religion. Ibrahim Traoré said he is not going to allow that because he abandoned his youthful age that he was supposed to be there maybe for his children. Now he doesn't even have time. He needs to be here. He needs to be there just to make sure that things are fine. He abandoned those things to come and take care of the whole country. Now you want to abandon the country, travel to Saudi Arabia to study religion, Sharia law, and come back. So Ibrahim Traoré has refused that is not going to be happening in Burkina Faso. So we are going to be looking, we are going to be checking, getting updates on what is going to be happening by the time these people return, if they will even return at all. All right, lovely people, let me to get your opinion at the comment section. Do you think Ibrahim Traoré is actually right to make that statement that if they are not there to study skills, get technological skills that can help the country, they should not come back? Do you think he's right to say so, or he doesn't have any right to say that, like they can study whatever they want and then come back and do whatever they want? State your opinion at the comment section. Lovely people, I would like to get that. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment and share, and please do have a nice day. Bye.